A retirement saving or a budget of $100,000 can provide you different types of lifestyles. In famous locations of some countries, $100,000 will enable a life of luxury for you with first-class amenities, modern infrastructure, and premium entertainment options. But your $100,000 will deplete faster in these top places. While in more affordable areas of the same country, the very same $100,000 can provide years of comfortable living without sacrificing the essentials. Of course, location is only half the equation. Your spending habits also dictate how far your money will go, as even the most affordable destination cannot outpace excessive spending. The cost of living is also shaped by the environment around you. In affluent, tourist-driven places, higher rents, stronger local purchasing power, and greater demand naturally drive up the prices. In contrast to that, quieter and less commercialized places of the same country are way more affordable. In this video, we'll break down exactly how many months, or even years, a $100,000 retirement fund can last in both premium and budget-friendly areas across some of the world's most desirable retirement destinations. So if you have $100,000 in the bank, here is the expensive and cheap retirement breakdown of top countries. Number 12. Greece. Greece caters to both the budget-oriented and affluent retiree. If you want the best of everything, you can retire on one of its islands, be it the Aegeans or the Ionians. But in top islands like Crete, Corfu, or Santorini, expect to spend at least $5,000 to $6,000 a month. Rent alone can start from $3,000. But what you get for this price tag is a 3-bedroom detached villa right in front of the sea. Though be aware cost of food, entertainment, and groceries can rise excessively in peak tourist season. So if you want a life of luxury and prestige in Greece, your retirement fund of $100,000 will only last for around 1.5 years. In contrast to this, for a more cost-effective approach, head to the mainland regions like Peloponnese, Thrace, near Athens, or Thessaloniki. In these areas, a retired couple can reside easily on $2,200. For this price point, you can rent a 2-bedroom furnished apartment for $600, get groceries for $400, utilities and services for $300, fresh produce and fruit for an additional $300, and still have room for an extra $600 for entertainment, shopping, and leisure. Number 11. The Leeward Islands. Retiring on any of the Caribbean islands is costly, and the Leeward Islands belt of the Caribbean consists of some of the premier islands of the region. If you want a life of luxury here, head to the Virgin Islands, Anguilla, St. Barthélemy, or Guadeloupe. These are the most opulent Leeward Islands. Cost of living on all of these easily exceeds the $5,000 mark. And if you want the best of everything, it can climb to $8,000 a month. On these islands, your $100,000 budget would barely survive a year. The cheapest of the Leeward Islands is St. Kitts and Nevis, along with Antigua and Barbuda. On these islands, a retired couple can live by easily on $3,000. Under this price tag, you can easily afford a 2-bedroom detached house, though groceries can be a bit expensive as almost everything is imported here. Another thing to note is that all of the Leeward Islands host their own residency programs. In most, you can retire easily just by demonstrating self-sufficiency. Number 10. France. You might dream of retiring in France, enticed by visions of long restaurant lunches, people watching at Parisian cafes, strolls in lavender-scented Provence, sunbathing on the beaches of Nice, and being immersed in the cultural riches of art and haute couture. In Paris, the French Riviera, and sought-after coastal towns such as Nice, Cannes, or Saint-Tropez, a comfortable retirement can easily require $5,500 to $7,000 per month. Rent alone can exceed $3,500 for a two-bedroom apartment, while fine dining, leisure activities, and everyday services command premium prices. At this level of spending, a $100,000 retirement budget would last for little more than 12 to 15 months. The affordable side of the country includes regions like Occitanie, Nouvelle-Aquitaine, Brittany, and Normandy. You won't be sacrificing on healthcare, safety, and quality of living in these regions. In these affordable areas, you can live on approximately $2,500 to $3,000 per month, which means a $100,000 retirement fund could easily last for over 3 years. Number 9. Portugal. Over the past decade, Portugal has attracted one of the highest numbers of international retirees and foreign investment in Europe. Due to this, high traction living expenses in its premier areas has almost doubled. If luxury is what you are seeking, then the Algarve and the upscale districts of Lisbon should be on top of your list. A comfortable retirement in these premium locations requires $4,500 to $5,500 per month. With a spending like this, a $100,000 retirement fund would likely last between 20 and 24 months. For those maximizing the value of your savings, you should consider Portugal's Silver Coast, or the Greater Porto region. Here, a retired couple can enjoy much of the same safety, healthcare, amenities, and fresh Atlantic seafood for around $2,200 to $2,500 per month. If you don't like mainland Portugal, its island of Madeira offers an attractive middle ground. Over here, living costs are lower than Lisbon and the Algarve, though slightly higher than mainland Portugal's most affordable regions. Number 8. Italy. From the fashionable streets of Milan to the sun-soaked villages of Sicily, the amount you'll spend in retirement depends almost entirely on which side of the country you call home. The highest price tags are found in Lombardy, particularly around the lakes of Como, Garda, and Maggiore, where affluent retirees and investors have driven housing costs upward. Seaside towns on the Italian Riviera also command premium prices, while the world-famous Amalfi Coast remains one of Italy's most expensive retirement destinations due to its limited housing supply and year-round tourism. In these prestigious locations, a retired couple should expect monthly expenses of $5,000 to $6,500, with quality rentals starting from $3,500. At this pace, a retirement fund of $100,000 would last between 15 to 18 months. While down further south, regions such as Calabria and Sicily are the most affordable places to retire in Italy. A retired couple in both of these regions can reside for under $2,200 per month. Number 7. Costa Rica. Small as it may be, Costa Rica packs a punch. This Caribbean country has much to offer, with a countryside chock full of awe-inspiring features, including rainforests, beaches, canyons, and even volcanoes. Retirement budget in Costa Rica solely depends on your spending habits and the lifestyle you want. The location is irrelevant here. If you want the best of everything, you can rent a private tropical villa with panoramic ocean views for between $2,000 and $3,000 per month. Allow another $1,000 to $1,500 for dining, healthcare, transportation, domestic help, and leisure. At that rate, a $100,000 retirement fund would comfortably last around 2 years, but you'll get to experience the top-level retirement. In contrast to this, if you want your $100,000 budget to last for more than 4 years, you can simply choose a smaller home or apartment instead of a luxury villa. By this method, you will be able to reside in the same place, but with less luxury options. Number 6. Mexico. Millions of Americans and Canadians travel to Mexico each year. They come as tourists, business owners, snowbirds, remote workers, and full-time retirees. Due to this high international presence, settling in Mexico's top expat enclaves is easier but costly. If your idea of retirement means luxury beachfront living, destinations such as Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen, and Puerto Vallarta offer exactly that. But be ready to spend exorbitantly here, with average monthly expense reaching past $5,000. By this rate of spending, the $100,000 will make you last 18 to 20 months. Its cheapest regions are far away from the famous beach resorts. Colonial cities such as San Miguel de Allende, the lakeside community of Ajijic, the cultural capital of Mérida, and coastal cities like Mazatlan provide a balance between affordability and quality of life. In these places, day-to-day expenses are a fraction of what retirees would typically spend in the United States or Canada. $2,000 to $2,500 per month is the norm here for a retired couple, including quality accommodation, utilities, groceries, transportation, and regular dining out. So this means your $100,000 would be able to support a retirement for more than 4 years. Number 5. Thailand. Whether you're spending $2,000 or $5,000 a month, you can retire in almost all parts of Thailand on any budget. If you want a luxury retirement, the island of Phuket is the place to be. Here, $5,000 per month can rent you a spacious beachfront villa or luxury condominium, along with private healthcare, frequent dining out, domestic help. But then again, you can also retire in Phuket on just $2,000 a month, though you would have to compromise on living standards. But if you want the best on a modest budget, gravitate to areas like Chiang Mai. Here, $2,000 will be able to provide you a decent lifestyle, even with domestic help. Other areas like Pattaya sits in the middle, offering coastal living at moderate prices, while Bangkok can be either affordable or expensive, depending on the neighborhood you choose. In the end, a $100,000 fund can last for both 2 years and even 5 years. It all comes down to your accommodation and spending habits. Number 4. Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is located on the island of Hispaniola, right in the heart of the Caribbean Sea. It is home to the largest foreign-born population among Caribbean nations, with most being investors, digital nomads, and retirees. Add to this the high quality of life, easy residency process, and a growing economy, and it's easy to see why more and more people want to move here. The country's premier resort destinations, including Punta Cana and Las Terrenas, on a budget of around $5,000 per month, you can rent a spacious oceanfront villa or luxury condominium, enjoy private healthcare, dine at high-end restaurants, and have plenty left over for travel, entertainment, and other comforts. For retirees who prefer to stretch their savings, areas around Santo Domingo and many inland towns provide a much more affordable alternative. A retired couple can live comfortably on around $2,000 per month, covering a furnished apartment, groceries, utilities, healthcare, transportation, and regular leisure activities. Number 3. Spain. Retirement costs in Spain fluctuate massively by region, making location the single biggest factor in determining how long a $100,000 retirement fund will last. The country's highest living costs are concentrated on the Balearic Islands and along the Costa del Sol, particularly Malaga and its surrounding seaside resorts, as well as parts of Catalonia. A retired couple should budget $5,000 to $6,000 per month in these high-end areas. That level of spending typically covers a modern coastal apartment, private healthcare, regular dining out, entertainment, and frequent travel. At this pace, a $100,000 retirement fund would last for approximately 18 to 20 months. If value for money is your main goal, regions such as Extremadura, Castilla-La Mancha, Murcia, and many inland communities across Andalusia offer substantially lower housing costs. You can retire quite lavishly for under $2,500 in these parts. Under this budget, the same $100,000 retirement fund could comfortably support a couple for more than 3.5 years. Number 2. Colombia. If maximizing your retirement savings is the goal, few countries deliver better value than Colombia. Let's start with a luxury budget. With $5,000 per month, you won't simply retire comfortably, you'll live exceptionally well. That budget is enough to rent a spacious penthouse in virtually any major Colombian city. You'll have the freedom to dine at high-end restaurants several times a week, hire domestic help, access top-tier private healthcare, travel regularly, and still have money left over for shopping, entertainment, and other luxuries. Even if you scale your budget back to $2,000 per month, your standard of living won't decrease significantly. You will still be able to afford a modern apartment or even a seaside condominium in cities such as Santa Marta, while easily covering groceries, utilities, transportation, healthcare, and regular dining out. Life may be less extravagant than the $5,000 lifestyle, but it's still one that many retirees in North America or Europe would consider exceptionally comfortable. With this level of budgeting, the same $100,000 retirement fund could easily last for over 5 years. Number 1. Albania. Once overlooked by retirees, Albania is nowadays gaining lots of traction, thanks to its low cost of living, stunning Adriatic and Ionian coastlines, improving infrastructure, and easygoing Mediterranean lifestyle. A monthly budget of $5,000 places you at the top 10% in the country. With this sum, you can retire along the spectacular Albanian Riviera, including coastal destinations such as Vlora. You can rent a luxurious 3-bedroom oceanfront villa with direct beach access, modern finishes, and panoramic sea views. In short, $5,000 delivers one of the highest standards of living available anywhere in Albania. But at this rate, a $100,000 retirement fund would only last for around 20 months. Even with a monthly budget of around $2,000, a retired couple can afford a comfortable apartment in many of the country's most sought-after coastal areas, cover groceries, utilities, healthcare, transportation, and still have enough left over for leisure and dining out. While you may not be living in a beachfront villa, you'll still enjoy a relaxed Mediterranean lifestyle at a fraction of the cost found elsewhere in Southern Europe. At this level of spending, a $100,000 retirement fund could comfortably support a retirement for more than 4 years. Thanks for watching! If you find this video informative, be sure to leave a like. If not, then a dislike. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content.